Hey guys, I've been having this thought for a while now. Thought I'd like to share it with you. So, I used to play heaps of Minecraft, and if you didn't know what that is, it's basically a game where players build things and do other activities such as exploration, resource gathering, crafting, and combat. When I first started, I would build heaps of stuff, from houses to buildings to big cities. I would spend hours or days making something like the Eiffel Tower or Empire State Building, and made sure that it was detailed and perfect. It was crazy fun, especially when I played it with friends. We could do anything, and the only thing that limited us was our imagination. Anything that we dreamt of, we created, and there was a sense of satisfaction and fulfillment that accompanied with it. There was also many different servers to play on, and depending on the mode that we were playing, they would have different currencies and rules for each of them. I remember I was playing on one where I had to build a house on a piece of land, living together with random strangers. Everyone was in and out of their house, constantly buying and selling materials off each other. And at the end of the day, we all became friends. There was a whole other world in Minecraft that people were living. There was just so much to do, and it was an amazing game because it almost felt like as if it was real life, but in a game. It's as though we had a separate life in Minecraft. We were creating a life that we wanted and doing things that we wanted to do in there. And I'm sure most people who played the game can relate to that. So it prompted this question: what about real life? Are we doing the things we really want to do? Are we creating the life that we want for ourselves? If not, what is it that is stopping us? Is it the fears of uncertainty? Fears of going outside our comfort zone? Or just not having enough self-esteem to create the dreams for ourselves? I feel like a lot of people, for some reason, can't transfer this passion or energy that they have in Minecraft to real life. They don't feel like they can cope with the challenges of life. They don't really feel like they are appropriate to real life when it comes to their dreams. They say things like, this is not really for me, I can't really achieve all of this. And it just becomes a cycle that goes on and on and on, that keeps people stuck. Isn't it silly that so many of us get caught up in the countless hours of gaming and completely lose sight of the real game, which is our life? Have you ever built a level 40 character in Minecraft, overflowing with wealth and radiant items, while you as a person wallows around level 5, apathetic, out of shape, and barely able to pay the bills? A lot of us have fallen into this trap at one time or another. This is why it is so important to work on it and raise yourself up in life. And you can do so by focusing on actions and practices, something you do over and over again until it becomes a way of being. There are 3 practices that are evident in both Minecraft and real life. The first is the practice of self-responsibility, to experience a sense of control over your existence, taking 100% responsibility for your life and well-being. The second is the practice of self-assertiveness, honoring your wants, your needs, your values, and willingness to stand up for yourself, to be who you are openly, to treat yourself with respect in all human encounter. And finally, is the practice of living purposefully, using your powers for the attainment of your goals, being proactive and not reactive. If you don't do something, nothing will happen. What it means is staying true to yourself. If you can do it in the game, why not do it in real life? Look at the things that you want to do in your life, even though some of it might be hard. I think it's worth it. And what makes it worth it? It's gotta be your passion. You gotta love it. It's gotta be what you're supposed to do, just like in Minecraft. You want to build something or create something, but don't know how to do it? Learn. Remember, history is being read, but it is also being written by people with imagination. So don't stop running towards your dream. Dream big and have no restrictions. You can say, I want to have a nice life, a good job, and a big house. But I'm not talking about dreams like this. Imagine, you could literally be anything in the world. You have no restrictions, as if you're living in the world of Minecraft. Imagine, what would that be? And that's pretty much the mindset you want to have. You want to dream big. You have to be ridiculous, like, I want to own Facebook. Okay, that's your dream. But now comes the important point. how can that be achieved? Ask yourself, what does it take to do that? You need to do everything that brings you further in such a frequency that it literally becomes a habit. Once you do start working regularly and you do enjoy what you're doing, it's really not that hard to work. It actually becomes pretty easy after the first month. It becomes a habit. What you want to do is you want to keep building yourself. Take greater and greater challenges. Once you see a little bit of progress that you're making, you can see the longer term reality of that, and that will encourage you to continue. So be patient, put the time, do it the proper way, take the time, and live your dream.